Hello and welcome to Sons of Thule. Today we're going to do a little lesson burn here in a new zone. This is Riftseekers Sanctum. I don't think I've done any videos on this zone yet, but it is a into the expansion kind of zone for Omens of War. So it's kind of a nice zone. The mobs here are yellow. They're like 71 or so, so they're all pretty good. I spent a little time clearing. So what we're gonna do, go ahead and get my lesson going on everybody, and then we're gonna get underway here and just kill. That's the plan. There we go. Infusion. And infusion. There we go. Everybody is set. See here. Let's get everybody on follow. That should work. There we go. And let's get Puma to get this started. I'm like buff capped at the moment. We're still doing 100% AA, so we're not, or actually 90% AA at the moment. So there's no leveling up that here. Let's go ahead and put nuke on. I was doing dots for a little while with the shaman, but it just didn't seem necessary. There we go. Same rotation as the setup video that should go out before this one, but this place is fairly easy. Don't take a lot of damage here. I'm shrunk at the moment, that's why things look really big. I like to shrink the characters down. It makes the hitboxes so that since they're on auto follow, right, makes it easier for them to hit. There we go. Snared and what is that? Intimidation. There we go. And these things just die pretty fast. The loot here isn't that great. I don't know a lot about the zone, right? I don't know if this was like a raid-only zone, but there's a lot of mobs. Here, actually, it's a quite large zone, right? There's a lot of name mobs and stuff like that. I think there's a raid mob somewhere in here, so I just don't know anything about that. But I've had a pleasant experience here so far. We're at 3 AA, so let's see where this takes us. I went to POK last night, and oh, that's nice. And POK was okay, right? It's a great experience, but the problem I had with POK is I ran out of mobs, and it's like a constant influx of people coming into the zone, killing mobs, because there's no like out of character camp checking, right? There's shout, but that's like limited range, I think. And so far I haven't noticed people doing that, so they'll fight down to where, you know, where you're camped at, killing everything along the way, and then you're there, right? And then now you have to wait for respawn for those mobs they killed that you were gonna pull. So it's one of those things. So I was running out of mobs. It just wasn't as pleasant as it was, you know, early on when we did it with other characters on different servers and stuff. So, but we're at 260 AA now. Quite a bit more to go. We're gonna hold at 70 for just a little while. I'm gonna try to get the epic 1.0s for everybody, and then maybe we're going to work on the 1.5s. I don't know. Depends on if I get some people from chat wanted to help kill the Overlord Amata Muram in Anguish. So if that happens and I can get orbs for these guys, then I might work on the continuation of those Epic 2.0s. I'm actually pretty far. I think I got everything lined up to get the Shadow Knight one at least going pretty far. I have this the Shaman one's like trivial, right? You just start the quest and it's pretty much one of the easier ones you can do. Where are we at here? Let's go back over here. And then these are all like solo pullable, I guess. That one came with it, but if you don't run into the room like I did, they're solo pullable, so not a huge deal there. Shaman is out of mana, so what we're going to do is swap that. Cannibalize. I'm going to go ahead and a taunt. I was wasting my time slowing these before, but I realized the damage just isn't really there. Like, realistically, the damage isn't there. And I could probably drop the cleric merc and switch to the shaman holding full time at this point, and then have another DPS merc or something. But I am lazy, and that is that's kind of where that goes. I like not having to focus on you know, his stuff, right? Healing him and all that. So if it does get to that, I will actually start healing with them if we need the extra DPS. I was actually thinking about adding a Beast Lord to the group, or a Beast Lord or a Monk is really, because that's the only options XR have are for DPS are Necromancer, Beast Lord, and Monk. And if auto follow works the way it's working for the Bard here, right? Since her background FPS is at 60 FPS, that's going, you know, go through here and you go, I think video modes, no, advanced, and you make sure this is set, you know, properly. Your character will go at 60 FPS in the background, and the auto follow doesn't seem to break anymore at that point. At least that's my experience at this point in time. So I'm using way too much mana at the moment, and I did not get clarity from my my imp. So, but with the imps here, you really don't really use a lot of healing at that point. So, all right, there's another one. I just need to position just right enough and she can hit. And the thought is, like with a Beast Lord, right, you get more ADPS. More ADPS. As long as it can do more DPS than these rogue mercs, then it's worth it. That is the biggest question I would have right now. I don't think at this level it could out DPS one. The pet might, but who knows what you're actually going to get with that kind of setup. Oh, we got another one of these. There we go. Just swap around like that. And yeah, she's fighting. So it's just it's a fun little zone. I don't know if it's the best experience, but I was in Miramite Proving Grounds trying to get some faction and items for someone had sent me the breastplate quest item for the Anguish tier 2 breastplate. So I was gonna get that for the Shaman, or not the Shaman, but Shadow Knight. But you need like a lot of faction, and you need candles. I think it's 3 candles is what it said on Alakazam, and I was trying to farm those up. But the mobs in that zone are just so far away. It's just like almost boring trying to run from mob to mob. There's no clusters of mobs that were at a rate that I found useful. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll have to eventually get that. I might try one of the other zones and see if I can get a better luck with that. I just need to find a place where I can kill lots of mobs that give faction hits in a short period of time. Farming the quest items is a whole different thing. Go. These are, and since I'm faction locked, right, these are fairly good to just keep at this level. So let's do. Yeah, we're at 14 now. Can't remember what we started with. It's either 3 or 6. Let's go ahead and snare him. And I've been trying to get all the AA clicky things that replace spells, so I can free up spell slots on everybody and kind of go from there. And so far, I think I have them all. If I go like can purchase right and go here, these all look like besides some of the pet ones, the Shadow Knight pet is not that great, all things considered. So just trying to get those, like, you know, we got the first rank of improved bash and stuff like that, just so we can bash now using a two-hander. Get this guy, let's go ahead and snare him, flip around, and she flipped around too. There we go. And just really want to keep the keeping Puma on. At 71, I get group Puma, so that's gonna be one good reason. It's Panther actually, group Panther. So that's one good reason. I'm doing also Avatar through Champion, I believe, which is I don't know if that's even needed at this point. I think the spell line actually ends with Champion, but I can't remember. So I'm gonna do a group here, group taunt, spin around. And I'm gonna snare this one. I'm gonna snare this one. There we go. And the cleric mercenary is out of mana. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna group heal over time. So that should hit. There we go. Ghost of Renewal. And I'm gonna do a big heal on me, which I think is actually the wrong one being is memorized. I have the ancient version of the spell. Someone sent me the runes for that. Let's med up for a second. We're out of mana anyway. Heals. There we go. Yeah, I had the wrong one memorized. Save that to main. There we go. Looks good. I have all 3 dots memorized right now. I haven't done a setup video for the shaman yet. You know, that's kind of not really needed, honestly. Nuking, he barely gets 2 nukes off. So, but your mileage may vary. This character has been given lots of stuff, so he's a little bit better off than some. And cannibalize. Refresh his clarity. Or not. What has he got here? Oh, he's got Servant's Clarity. I have Pack of Decay on, so that's probably why I didn't get clarity from that guy. Let's go over here, grab this one. Got them both. And 5. And I'm gonna try to voice real quick. Probably not gonna land. Nah. Cleric's at 50%. God. Alright, let's do Ghost Renewal again. I don't know if that overwrites Pious Elixir or not. There we go. He should be healed. So it works pretty well. And then I did put Theft of Hate in. That's one thing I changed since my setup video. I think I had a conflict between the 2 mana taps that I didn't realize was a thing because I hadn't used it yet. Let's see here. Another 2 because I'm running too close into the room. There we go. Yeah, she can hit it from back here, so that's fine by me. Doing a ghost renewal. I don't think that's landing at all though, because I don't have all the other heal over times blocked. Perfect. Well, we're 32% in the level though. I'm trying to get as close to 71 as possible, and then I'm gonna lock it 100% there, and wait until we're done with a few more things at level 70, and then we'll unlock that and continue on. There's a few more AAs I'd like to get, like I'd like to max out the combat agility, stability, and natural durability. Possibly planar power and all that stuff before we level up. That'll get us in the right position, right? There's a point where the mobs just start hitting insanely hard, and if we can't handle that, you know, we're not going to get very far in this at all. So that's cool. I've never seen this one before. I guess I didn't go down this way last time. But none of these give faction. There's a few mobs in here that give the faction to the right loyalist mobs we need for rep. So that's kind of a nice bonus, but there isn't very many of them. There we go. Helps to turn attack on, I guess. Look at that weird looking thing over there. Oh, looks like he wants to play. Right, let's grab him. Stone Crafter. I've never seen that one before. Here, let's Soul Shield. And Dread Gaze. What do we got here? We got going on over here. We got Servant's Elixir. I'm going to do a big heal from Shaman. Just because I do see that the mercenary is out of mana. There we go. So if I turn him just a little bit, she can melee. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to wait a second because I am out of mana. The Shaman's got a little bit of mana, but the mercenary has none. And as we can remember from the Monk series and all the other series, the mercenary starts to really suck very soon. I think it's about level 75. So that is going to be unfortunate. DPS wise, these guys are doing about 600 DPS. The two rogues, and the Shadow Knight is doing a little less than that at times, and then at higher times when I'm really trying hard, casting a lot of life taps and stuff, I can get a little bit higher. But for the most part, the rogues are doing the most damage right now. I had before this one airs, there should be a video of me killing Talendor. And then that video, the Shadow Knight did maximum damage because I did a harm touch. So it's interesting. That's why I'm kind of considering adding a fourth. I don't think I want to go beyond 4, but I'm really strongly thinking about it. Because that still gives me 2 slots to add people in if while streaming, you know, anybody wants to join the group, and then gives me enough ADPS, and I can always drop more of them, right? I can drop the mercs, I can drop the players if people want to join the group, and just keep the Shadow Knight and do tanking for everybody. So, you know, it just depends on kind of thinking about that. I don't know. I always get like this, wanting more more characters to do things. Alright, we got a whole bunch right here. Let's try to pull that guy, see if we can get him solo. And of course he brings a friend. Let's pull him off of that guy. There we go. And they both summon. So the summoning mobs are kind of annoying when it comes to stuff like that. We got a third something here. Looks like a pet, but I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, he's down. Essence. That I think this is for the Mage Epic 2.0. I think that's what it was when I was Googling it up. Stone of Marking. Market Travel. Okay. I know what those are for, and that's for a Druid. To be able to do their, I think, secondary recall. AA or a spell. It's kind of a nice thing. It's kind of cool that you can with a druid or a wizard, you can teleport to your bind point. So you can bind in like Western Waste, right? And just teleport your whole group there without having to do the whole run and stuff. It's a really useful feature. Alright. Doing well, we're at 25 AA. And we still have 9 minutes left on this lesson. But current issue is that we're buff capped, and so I can't get all the buffs that I would like from just self buff. This is not even external buffs like we were getting in the Monk series, right? This is all self buffs, and here, let's turn on that. So that's kind of just a little funny. 75, we'll get another few buffs we can add, but for the most part, it's kind of like picking and choosing until we unlock all the buffs, right? And then eventually we'll probably max out that. I don't know how far we can get with just these three buff-wise, but so far so good. These things are dying pretty quick, all things considered, and it's fairly, a fairly good demonstration of how I have everything set up. It seems to work fairly well. Mana is probably the biggest issue that I have at the moment, but not much else I can do really about that. The Bard is playing Mana Song, so it's not like I can do more there, right? Maybe Clarity, higher level Clarity would help, but I suspect it wouldn't. Let's go ahead and snare this guy. And looks like the mercenaries actually having issues keeping mana too, so that's another issue. Maybe these are actually hitting pretty hard. There we go. See if I can get Voice of Thule on. There we go. That should help a little bit. I wish it lasted like 20 minutes because right now it's a little bit of a pain. And I do, the Ancient Bite doesn't really help too much at this point. There we go, let's go and snare him. Flip around. There we go. I'm gonna probably get her healing weapons. I know at like at 120 and 115 they have weapons that proc heal of target, I don't know when those actually start appearing in the game, but I am going to probably equip the Bard with those just to make this slightly easier healing-wise. Because eventually we are going to, you know, drop the healer Merc, right? We won't need it anymore. Shaman will be able to solo heal everything all the way to the end of all the group content, so we shouldn't have a problem there. And then we'll have 3 rogue mercs, I guess. And so, or 2 rogue mercs and a beast lord? I don't know, haven't decided. I know I've gotten a request to do a Berserker video, and I noticed that Berserkers are not, Ixar can't be Berserkers, right? And the whole theme of this was, you know, 2 Ixar captured a wood elf, and there we go, right? But I think I'm gonna save it for the Space Cats, the Space Kitties video that I want to do. Alright, 2 more of these guys. That's gonna be another series at another point in time, but I know I could do Warrior, Bard, Shaman, and Berserker, I believe, with Vashir. So that's kind of cool. So that might be an interesting way to do it, and just start one at level 1. Or a Beast Lord, I don't know. I'm having a lot more luck with auto follow and the Bard playing songs this round than I did originally, so that's a whole different experience that I'm having from my other multi-boxing series I did a year ago. And then in the other group I have an enchanter, so definitely a different experience. Oh, 2 more. Alright, we're gonna need some big heals from Shaman here. There we go, he's like complete healing. Alright, let's go ahead and slow this guy. Dread Gaze. Soul Shield is not up. Go ahead and get slow on this guy. 3 minutes left on lesson, and it's getting kind of dicey. Go. Perfect. And here, I'm gonna turn off G-Hold so my pet will just do his job. We're at 33 AAs. I wish I would remembered what I said we were at the beginning, so I think we've gained like 30 so far. That's not terrible, I suppose. I mean, obviously, people can get more, and I'm not really trying that hard, right? I have I have experience locked and all that stuff, so definitely better places to go. But I'm trying to plan out some stuff. I wanted to try Gribbles at 75 and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff here. We'll probably level lock at 75 again, get more AAs, probably level lock every 5 levels, and kind of do that. Experience whatever expansions we can. So like 70 was Omens of War, and we're kind of doing that now. Checking it out, see how it is. I did a little, I did a one daily quest in Depths of Dark Hollow, and I just didn't really feel like it was that great of experience when I did that quest there, killing the Dragnids in Stoneroot Falls, I believe it was. So, I don't know what else to do in that one. I think there's a few quests you can do to get some illusion items and stuff like that, but I don't know if I'm not gonna try that hard to get those right now. There we go. And I think we can get like 1 or 2 more in before we lose our lesson. But definitely this is a nice place. I was reading on Alakazam when I looked up the zone. Someone said they were here at 73. doing experience, so it could be a good zone at that point too. I'm probably gonna level in Dragon Scale Healers of Loping Plains for those levels, but yeah. So let's see here. There's 45 seconds left. I don't want to kill. Let's kill these two. They're like stairs going up. This place is just massively cool. I don't know. It's like and all the mobs are like spaced, right? So it's like decent to, you know, get mobs at a certain radius and stuff like that. All right, we gotta come on. Get her. Let's go ahead and snare her if we can. Keep getting summoned. All right, I guess the lesson's gonna wear off here in just a second. I think I forgot to recast skin a bit. There we go. And that is for the mage epic. Well, there you go. That is the a quick burn here, a lesson burn in Riftseekers Sanctum. Through right off of my proving grounds, but it's a huge zone. Definitely lots of stuff to kill in the zone if you just want to do a quick lesson burn. I don't have any quests here, but definitely fun. But thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.